so friendly. We love Father Jim. His sermons are very inspirational.
It's very welcoming, and I always leave here feeling good about myself.
We really enjoy the community here and how everybody just welcomed us when we first moved to the area.
The energy, there's just so much like sense of community here.
Yeah, the things we do are fun. We always
Everyone's
have, like,
friends with each
events.
other.
So the context, I think, is what makes Holy Cross a very special place right now. We have a great lead gift, and that is just the place where we are, this corner in Redmond.
Nearly 40 years ago, two Episcopal mission churches in Redmond and Juanita merged to become the Church of the Holy Cross. For 7 years, people met in the chapel at Green's Funeral Home in Redmond. We built our own church on the present site in 1981. Since then, we've added an education building and later doubled its size, transitioned from a mission to a self-supporting parish, launched a thriving preschool, acquired 2 acres right next door, and put into place the necessary infrastructure for future construction.
Right now, I find myself very busy serving in this church, both inside and outside.
If you have an idea for something to make the community better, you can usually find a few people to come along with you and do whatever you're passionate about.
Holy Cross has been very active in all kinds of outreaches. We've built 9 houses in Mexico. We've built 3 Habitat for Humanity houses in Redmond. We've had a number of youth mission and service projects. You know, this is something it's not like it's new to us to go out from the church and do things. And we have things on the property that are outreach. So I tend to think of Holy Cross as a place of mission building. Whether you're here for your whole life living in the East Side, or you're just here for a few years, we're here to help you on your journey.
One of my daughters said, we need to expand this church so we can have a wedding here.
I'm looking forward to being able to squeeze in at the last minute and find a seat and be comfortable and not feel like we're disturbing the church.
I think people are going to see the new building and they'll be excited, so they might come for the first time.
Yeah.
A rough count of new homes along Northeast 116th Street reveals that in the last 5 years, our neighborhood has added nearly 1,000 families. As an established, faith-filled organization, how do we respond to this growth? Well, we complete the work begun during our Raising the Roof campaign. We expand our existing sanctuary to seat more than 300 people. We enlarge our kitchen and community space so we can host youth groups and hold big weddings. In the process, we open the doors to our neighbors and welcome them with open arms.
You know, when we built the memorial garden, the committee, sat down and said, we're building this to last 500 years. We want people's 10th generation great-grandchildren to be able to come back here and make a brass rubbing of somebody's name. The thing is, it's an anchor point, and it's something very permanent. Now, buildings will get worn out and so forth. What we're building here is something that hopefully will continue far, far into the future, something other people can easily take care of, something that is flexible, that will allow them in their generation, in their day, in their season, to use it as they see fit, and something that will just continuously be able to give glory to God throughout the generations. Right now, we live in a community where we are abundantly blessed. For such a time as this, we've been given this place by people in the 1960s, started out in house churches, and then moved to Green's Funeral Home. In the early 80s, they built the first construction here. Hardly being able to imagine what Redmond would become. But each of them in their generation saw that opportunity and said, for such a time as this, I'm going to contribute to the work in building up this church. Well, it's our turn, it's our time.